Hello, Aquarius. Welcome to Sidekick Tarot. I'm Ryan, and thank you for being here. This is going to be a general reading, so everything may not resonate. Take what does and leave the rest. And for more tarot readings after this, please check out my wife's channel at Val53 Tarot. She's review as well. Thank you. Okay, let's see what's going on. Right away, Aquarius, you're kind of showing me definitely keeping those emotions at bay. But right away as well, what you do show me is there is quite a bit of responsibility to take care of. I kind of feel like you are in the process of taking care of what you need to, whether it be something that is problematic, troublesome, challenging. You definitely are, in a sense, leveraging this responsibility quite well. So, yeah. Yeah, there's an overall There's an overall energy here of like self-accomplishment. That's nice. It's a nice energy. At the same time, there's so much energy here of love, which I feel like this is love for oneself. This is nice. Very nice way to start. Yeah, and you're kind of you're reaffirming that energy that I was just talking about. The problems, the issues, the challenges and difficulties. You're saying, yes, there's so much love, but there are these issues that need to kind of be handled or addressed. You're kind of telling me it's like, on to the next thing, on to taking care of the next thing. Yeah. You're strongly considering how to best utilize your time, energy, resources, what you truly want to do moving forward. You've done quite well for yourself. Okay, it's just a matter of direction. Fascinating. So it almost seems and feels as if there is this energy of, it feels like you can kind of take care of things and lighten your load a little bit. But then at the same time, it almost feels like you're kind of not necessarily pulled or dragged right back into it. But it's almost like there's just another task at hand to take care of. There's always, you're kind of saying there's always something more. There's always something else to kind of focus on. Okay, let me push this. Yeah. Yeah. There is definitely some sort of honest communication or discussion here taking place between, I feel like, you and someone. At the same time, with whatever this is going on, it almost feels like you kind of have to wait to see how things are going to move forward and progress first. And I feel like ultimately this is like in this energy of, for some reason, it feels like there is some type of talk or discussion as to what you are going to do or what someone is going to do. How, or possibly it's an energy of how to bring up what is happening or taking place regarding these problems or issues or difficulties. Yeah. Yeah, because give it, not after a while, but give it a little bit of time. And you're saying it's an energy of, let's see where this kind of goes. And then things begin to kind of feel good again. Things begin to feel and flow again. Yeah, and it's kind of like rest easy, rest easy. Once again, nice energy. It's almost like a lot of uncertainty, and then all of a sudden it's kind of like, okay, peace of mind. Yeah. You're saying you feel good again, you feel in balance again with yourself emotionally, mentally, and you are taking a little bit of time here for yourself to kind of just rest. There you go. There you go. Yeah, there's a lot of emotional energy here coming back. Rest does the body good, that's for sure. There's a whole lot of energy here of confidence, but it's more so of this emotional, it's like an emotional relief. Okay, once again, let me push this. Oh, okay. There is definitely something here that you are pretty adamant about, though. It's almost like once you feel fully rested and fully recovered, there's something here that it's kind of like you're up and you're up and you're going. I mean, it's like full charge, and I don't exactly know what this is about. Um, but you're pretty much, it's almost like whether you're putting boundaries in place or whether this is something of like having to kind of, stand your ground, unfortunately, if it possibly is. Um, I'm not too sure, but whatever this is, you definitely have a fire lit under you. Excuse me. Yeah. Okay, well, yeah, there's definitely something here about working well with others. Okay, so you're saying, well, then let's do this then. It's like, if we're going to work on these issues and these difficulties, then let's do this then. It's a very matter-of-fact energy. It's like, okay, well, if there are problems and issues to be brought up, let's bring them up to work on them. It's not an energy of, let's just talk around in circles about what these problems and issues are and just kind of just spin our wheels here and just blow smoke at each other. It's like, no, let's bring these things up to get through them. Ooh, I even feel your fire, Aquarius. An air sign fired up. Ooh. Yeah. Goodness, let me push this again. What happened with that is you're ultimately kind of showing me that it almost feels like someone, even energetically, I'm sensing this as I'm not even seeing the cards to back this up. You're showing me that you are saying, okay, well then let's work on these problems and these issues together. And it's almost as if someone here is not on even board with that or even on board with you. And at that point, it's sort of like, well, what else? What can you do? What else can you do? If they're not willing to, step up and put in effort and work to kind of work this out with you, when you're like, I'm okay, well then let's do this then. It's sort of like you're left there kind of standing like, what else can I do? And that's what you're showing me is so heartbreaking, because you are willing to work with others on something here. You're not showing me what, but at the same time, it almost feels like now you're kind of like left by yourself, like left alone. It's like, well, I'm not too sure exactly what to do now, because now I have to kind of figure something out for myself. And there it is. Like I was saying, there it is. It's like, what can I do? You're kind of left there saying, well, my hands are up in the air and I don't exactly know what to do. I'm considering my options and my possibilities. Goodness, but I feel like if someone or someone's are not wanting and willing to kind of work with you and face these issues or acknowledge these issues with you, as I'm beginning to feel this, it's almost like the only thing left to do is kind of focus on self. It's an energy of, okay, well then I guess, Aquarius, you got to do what you got to do for you and look out for number one. Because if people aren't willing to kind of step it up and support you and acknowledge you and see where you're coming from, then sometimes you kind of have to, go at it alone. But you're never truly alone. And I feel like, yeah, you have lots of options and possibilities here, but it's just a matter of, well, now it's a matter of choosing what you truly want to do and moving forward with it. Goodbye.